Alright, I've got 10 rounds loaded up on the 1978 Yugoslavian surplus. Let's see how they shoot. Two, 3, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 4. 2, 3, 5, 4. 2, 3, 7, 5. 2, 3, 5, 9. This stuff's starting to hurt my shoulder a bit. 2, 3, 4, 9. 2, 3, 4, 9. I'll shoot another one just to make sure. 2, 3, 5, 6. Some people say that those duplicates are errors with the system. So we're going to shoot one more just to be sure. 2, 3, 6, 4. Alright, so during our time on the range, every single one of those rounds fired correctly. We had no hang fires or anything like that. Our maximum spread was only 34 because our low was 2,344 and our high was 2,378. Now, that is on the higher end of the results with our PPU ammo. However, it's still right in there. Just a little bit higher our high is, and the low is actually lower than our highest round of the PPU. Our average velocity is 2,359.5. And yeah, I would say that this ammo was very consistent in shooting. And it is packaged, not on stripper clips like that. 15 rounds in a box. I wanted to make sure to get some footage that you could clearly see the marking on the box and the head stamp. And I can't quite tell you what all of this information means yet. However, I have bought a book that will be giving detailed information on collecting 8mm from different countries. Hopefully that will also be able to tell us why my 1978 ammo and 1979 ammo was shooting differently. So I normally won't show myself pulling bullets here, but there was something that I wanted you to see that I couldn't think of another way to show it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my little homemade cheap bullet puller here, and you're going to hear a little snap here in a second. On the base of this round, there is this little black, what looks like glue or a sealant there. So I'll make sure to get a better picture of that. And it is also on the inside of the brass. So one of the side effects of that is that I couldn't use my normal inertial bullet puller. So I had to use this method instead because it is just stuck. It's almost like it is glued in there with that sealant. It's holding it all together. I'll put the results from when I pulled the bullets up next to me as well. Our lowest was 197.6 and our highest was 199.6. And our mean was 198.68. The spread was the exact same as the PPU, which was 2 grains, but it was on average just a little bit higher. Is it enough difference to make a difference? You be the judge. I wanted to make sure to show you some bullets. They are copper jacket and lead core, so of course they do not draw a magnet. And I mentioned earlier that there was some glue around them. You can see that little black stuff all over is the glue that kept it into the cartridge. So I think that that helped keep it nice and sealed so that it would keep out the elements, which is pretty nice. So the low for our powder was 40.2 and our high was 41.8 with a total deviation of 1.6. Now the interesting thing is that is actually the highest between either of the two ammos we've tested previously, but shot much more consistent. I'm wondering if since this powder is a different shape, it doesn't necessarily need to be as even, or if it's some sort of other factor, I'm not quite sure. However, our mean powder weight was 40.98. As you can see here, the powder is in these little flakes. Now, as I've said before, the gun fired properly, everything worked properly, and the shooting was very consistent, so I don't think it really matters too much that these flakes are a little bit odd-shaped. Some of them are little diamonds and some are squares. So when all is said and done, I would highly recommend this ammo. It shot very consistently with a max spread that was really low in velocity, although the powder and bullet weights were a little bit different. I have some update videos that I would like to do down the road. The first is a video where I am doing accuracy testing of these guns. Now, I'm not a very good shot with those German barleycorn style sights, so I'm going to wait until I can either get a bubbed gun that already has these scope mounts drilled, or until I become a better shot with this and good enough that I can accurately tell you about the different types of ammo rather than just my ability to shoot. Secondly, I would like to do a video down the road where I talk about the history of the rounds that I've already done. I have that book ordered, but it's not going to be here for a few more weeks. So I'm going to wait to do that Yugoslavian video, and next week will likely be a video on 7.62 NATO versus 308, because I brought those out to the range with me too. Finally, please like and subscribe if this has been helpful, and leave a comment telling me what you would like to see me do next.